Hi, this is Mrs. Shepherdson. I wanted to take you on a quick tour of our school greenhouse since we can't all be here. We started about a month ago with a lot of seedling trays that looked like this. However, the students did a great job planting, and so all sorts of different herbs and vegetables did a really nice job of coming up well. You can see that we have a lot of plants planted. After things were seeded in, as they grew, we then have transplanted them into the bigger containers. These are the containers we'll sell them in. In particular, some of our first ones were tomatoes, and they're doing rather well. Now this middle bench is actually the middle school class. They got to choose different crops of their choice and grow them. So they've had a good time with that. We also purchased and received plugs that we bought with a grant from the town of Colburn. So most of the flowering plants you see will actually be planted in the decorative planting containers on Main Street. So we've transplanted and transplanted. There's been some concern about what will happen to the plants when school's not in session, since we're having a little bit of a virtual learning session. And to this point, I have been coming in and watering every day and taking care of them. I'm sure the students would gladly do it. From a public health perspective, the school really doesn't want people in and out. So I don't even go in the main school, I just come take care of the plants. The good news or the bad news, we're not really sure which, is I'm getting to do a lot more transplanting than normal since my crew of hard workers isn't here. Let me show you a few other things. This is the hydroponic system that they got up and going before the students left. And so you can see they planted some seeds in rock wool. In addition, we've planted some seeds in clay pellets. And both are growing quite nicely. We flood this. It's an ebb and flow system. So we flood it for about 10 minutes each day and go from there. These are more of the flowering plants. And then I wanted to show you over here, these are actually the planting containers. Sorry about my camera here. These are the planting containers that will hang on Main Street. We go ahead and plant them pretty small with the plugs that we purchased, and then we'll keep raising them in the greenhouse until they're ready to go outside, which is usually around Mother's Day. So the cooperative is going. All the plants are healthy. We've been fighting a little bit of aphids due to we get some really hot, dry days in the greenhouse, and then we get some really cold days because the weather has been a little crazy. So we've worked on aphids, and we are continuing to get your crops ready to plant if it ever stops snowing around here. Hope you're all doing well. Take care. See you soon.